Hello, hello, hello. Hey everyone. Hi, this is Nidhi and you are watching Figure It Out Nidhi. So, welcome back and today we are going to talk about self-doubt and why? Because, well, I had a lot of recent incidents where I was very much nervous to go do something, but I did it anyway as I always do and as I encourage you all to always do. So, yeah, today we are going to talk about that and how we can just bring that into our lives and make it a little bit better. So, the very first thing I would say that I wore this. Okay, this is not at all related to the topic of this video, but I'm just showing off a little because I have been working out and it looks nice. So, anyways, coming back to self doubt. Yeah, I had a lot of recent incidents where I could say that it's just, those things that you do, you have to do them alone sometimes. Those things, they just make you feel so nervous about doing them, and it never gets easier actually. To be honest, it never gets easier. And yeah, we are just going to discuss how that's fine. It's okay to not be easy doing certain things. It's okay to feel a little discomfort and do them because you want to do them because you are like really wishing to grow in that area, in that aspect, or anything like that. So, yeah, self doubt. Now, we all have it. No matter how confident a person might seem, no matter how confident they look, people usually have self doubts in some areas. Okay, some things they might do better than the other things, some things you might do better than other things, but somewhere, human emotions and all of those things, people do have self doubt, and it's okay. It's okay to have self doubt. It's completely fine to feel those few uncertain moments in your life where you're just so nervous to get things done, and then you are just doing it anyway because you wish them, because you care about them, and because you want them. So, yeah, it's okay to have self doubt. It's okay to acknowledge that you have self doubt, and it's okay to work on it. It's okay to grow with it. It's not like it's going to disappear. As I said, it never gets easier. So, it's alright to have self doubt. It's okay to just, sometimes feel that what will happen if I do this and what will not happen if I do this. Why do I want to do this? Do I really want to do this? And all of those questions, all of those second guessing that we have sometimes, everything is just fine. It's all completely okay to feel and embrace and accept and just, let them be. So, yeah, again, it's okay to have self doubt, so acknowledge it, and let's see how we can deal with it in more mature and more calm way than we have been probably doing it since the past few years or months or whatnot. So the very first thing that I would mention is affirmation. Now, I have probably mentioned it in a lot of my previous videos as well, but yeah, affirmations have helped me a lot on my journey, and I will always keep like pushing on how they are helpful and how much useful they are, because it's just it it is very difficult to do things, and let alone do things by yourself. So when you're having a certain sort of validations, when you are just telling yourself that it's okay, when you are telling yourself that you can do it, so those kind of things really do help. Those kind of things really do matter a lot than we can even imagine. Those kind of things are just always cheering you up one way or another. So yeah, always have affirmations handy. Always make use of them well. Always just, affirmations are there, they exist in the world, and you need to get them into your life. You need to have that kind of positivity in your life, because we are surrounded by a lot of things, and not everything would be good for us. So we have to know which are the things that are good for us you have to accept them and bring them into your life. So the very first thing you can do is start using affirmations as your source, as your fuel. Use them as tools to get over self-doubt and other things. Even affirmations help in a lot of ways, but self-doubt is one of them. So I'm mentioning it here right now. And yeah, I have probably mentioned it a lot of times in my previous videos as well. Again, I'll say that I have a platform called the Cafe Pulse, and that platform has a journal called My Little Book of Affirmations. So if you want to, you can check that out as well, and I'm very sure that it will help you a lot, because it has everything that has ever helped me, and so that would just absolutely be amazing for you as well. So yeah, that was affirmations, and that is how I would recommend you to use affirmations in daily life or in any situation that you are in, to get over things quicker than you would do otherwise. So that was one. And the other thing that could help you get over self-doubt or help you deal with it would be to remember past situations. Now, why do I say this? Because we don't know, we don't realize it, but a lot of times we have done things that are far beyond our own imaginations at the present. Remember you learned how to walk. Remember you learned how to drive. All those things are quite the milestones, quite the achievements. And suppose you're in a situation where you have to do something, and at that moment you remember a past situation which you had done already, so it will be less scary. Even that situation does not have to be completely similar to this. It could just be something to fuel you to do the thing that you are wishing or wanting to do in that moment. So yeah, remembering past experiences help. And this is why I have always said to acknowledge your accomplishments. No matter how small they are, you should be writing them down. If not, just remember them. Acknowledge them, that yes, this is an achievement. And next time when you're doing something, next time when you are scared to do something, that will help in this way, and it will just reduce the stress that you are going to go through doing that one thing that you are currently just not able to do. Usually that is how I work, that is how I do things. I recently went to this event called Fempreneur, and I was quite scared to just go there alone, because I knew that there were going to be people who are genuinely successful in the fields that they are working in, who do have an actual business, something real that they could call business, and all those stuff. And I am very new to all of these, and it's quite scary to do all these things alone. But I kept repeating that it's okay. Don't be scared in this way, and it's alright. It will all be just fine. So I did. I went there. I met a lot of people. I exchanged my business card with a lot of them, which was one thing I learned from attending previous networking events. By the way, I had not really taken a business card on my very first networking event, and it was just so naive. I felt it was very naive of me to do that. So I did that on this one, and it helped me a lot. It helped me make a lot of connections. It helped me actually go up and strike conversations with people, because what do I have to show for my work? It's my business card. Even though it's not all fancy and stuff, it's okay to just remember these past events, these past things that happened, the past situations, the scenarios, the achievements, and so you can use them in this way in your present. So do that. It will really make a little bit change in your mood and in your nervousness and all of the things that you are feeling at that moment. So it would create a positive change in your feelings, emotions, and yourself, and it would work really well with affirmations. So that is how the second thing it works, and that is how I would suggest or recommend you to remember things. So always remember your little achievement, and the big ones we of course do remember. So acknowledge them, all of them, and use them as a fuel in your present, in the things that you want to work on. And that would be second. Now moving on to the next part, moving on to the third thing that would help you with self-doubt would be that acknowledge that you're scared. Tell yourself that you're scared. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself be shaken from head to toe. It's all right. Why is it such a big deal to be scared? You're scared, you're nervous because you care. And that is the most important part. If you're not scared about something, that just means that it's just easy and it's there and it's very easily available for you, readily available, and you're not even going to have to work for it. So just realize that you're scared because it matters. You're scared because you care. You are scared, and that's okay. That's completely fine. You do not have to be all brave and stuff. Everyone is scared, and it's okay. You can do it either way. Be scared and do it. That's what we hear everywhere, and it's what it means. That let yourself be scared. Let yourself be so scared that it just goes away in that moment. Just, okay, I am scared. And then let it settle down. Let it really, really calm down. And then you can move on with the other important parts that are there. So let yourself be scared. It's completely fine because it's not like that others are not scared. Everyone is scared. Usually they are. So just, be very, very much real with yourself that this is how much I am scared. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am scared 11. And that's also okay. So yeah, do that. Be really scared. It's okay to be scared. Do not tell yourself that I'm not scared, it doesn't matter, this and that. Because once you get into that, once you get into neglecting your feelings, you might not be able to acknowledge them, and you might not be able to perform well in a certain situation because you have suppressed all your feelings and emotions. So let yourself be scared. It's completely fine. It's very nice that you're trying so hard. It's very great that you are doing all the things that you're doing. It's good, really, that you are trying so hard for yourself. And that little feeling of being afraid is a part of it. So acknowledge that. Really, really realize that it's okay. It's very, very fine. And yeah, that's how you start being okay with the things the way they are. That's how you start being okay with being scared. That's how you start being okay with having self-doubt. Because it is there. When you know that it is there, you can try to either change it, leave it, or curb it in one way or another. Because it's within you, so it's always, always in your control. The things within you are always in your control. Your thoughts, your behaviors, all of them. So yeah, be scared. Be very, very sure that you want to do it anyway. And that's how test works. That's how you overcome self-doubt and being afraid and all of those things, by acknowledging it, by realizing that they are there, by looking at them the way they are. That's it. Now, moving on again. Find the purpose. Find the reason that you're doing what you're doing. Why am I saying this? Now, in the book Man's Search for Meaning, they have mentioned a lot of very difficult situations that the author and his cellmates had to go through. And the only thing that was holding them sane in a situation like that was the purpose of what they will be, or what they are going to receive at the end of all the struggles and the survivals that they are going through. So yeah, the difficult situations will always be there. The difficult situations will never cease to exist. They will be there in your career, they will be there in studies, relationships, family, friendships, and whatnot. Life is never going to be just smooth sailing and easy all the time. So make sure you remember what you are trying to achieve, what you are having at the end of the road, what you are having at the end of this particular situation, what you are going to get out of it, and why you are doing it. So if the reason is anywhere close to be beneficial to you in your growth, in your emotional stability or anything like that, go for it. just go for it. Do not think twice, because you're doing it for yourself. You're scared, it's okay. It just means that it matters, and yeah, you have to do it anyways. So find the purpose, find the reason in things. Try learning the art of finding reasons, because there are always there. Not that I'm not saying to overthink things, no. Just that, okay, I am going to this event. For example, I did, as I did, I'm going to this Fempreneur event. I'm going to meet a lot of women entrepreneurs, and I'm going to learn things. And it aligns perfectly with my goals for the year or the month or the moment, right? Because I want to learn, my priorities align, and everything is just pointing to my self-growth, my self-development, and my network. So yeah, that is how I tell myself to find the purpose and reasons in things. Do not overthink things. It's okay sometimes, but a lot of times you'd rather find a real purpose than just make stuff up. I know how overthinking is, and I can completely say that you are making stuff up, because I am. A lot of times I am, I know. So yeah, find the purpose, find the reason, and then go do it. Because you can, because you want to, and because that is going to help you grow in one way or another. So that was fourth, and moving on to the last part of the video. Now, I don't want to sound very harsh, I don't want to sound very cliche, but if you're not doing it, no one else will do it for you. No one else is doing it for you, and yeah, that's the hard truth. People will always be there to support. See, I'm not saying that no one will be there to be with you. People will always be there. People will come into your life one way or another. They will just always stay or leave. They'll always be there. You decide who to keep close, who to learn from, who to stay away from. So, but yeah, in the end, all the decisions that you're going to make will be affecting yourself. So it is you who is going to do it in the end. So do the things that you are comfortable doing with. And by comfortable doing with, I don't mean that not scared at all or not nervous at all. By comfortable, I mean that you have the end goal in mind. You know where it is going to lead. And it's okay sometimes to make bad decisions. Remember that. Sometimes it's completely fine. But in situations where, the things that are affecting your self-growth, the things that are affecting your standards, the things that might risk you getting back into toxicity, of course stay away from that. But yeah, you have to do it yourself. All the things that you do, you have to do it for yourself, you have to do it by yourself, and eventually no one else is doing it for you unless you do. So keep self-doubt in mind, and it is always there. So know, learn, and grow with it, and just be yourself. Sometimes be okay with doing things your way, be okay with being scared, be okay with having self-doubt, be okay with accepting who you are. Do not forget to mention and acknowledge your achievements, and that is how you learn. That is how you're going to be okay with doing things. That is how you're just going to be very awesome human that you are. So yeah, that is how you will overcome self-doubt as well. So just know that it is there. Practice that it's okay. Tell yourself that it's okay, that you're scared, it's okay, because it matters. And that's how you're going to be just fine. Yeah. So that was all about self-doubt and dealing with it. Now, I do really wish that you would never ever question yourself, that you would never ever have to deal with that, that scary feeling that you have when you are embarking on doing something new, when you are wishing to accomplish something. But I also know that those things are there. It is there, and you can't really do anything with it, because we are, as humans, we seek comfort, and it's completely fine to do that. But so the feelings of uncomfort will again always be there. So be okay with a little bit of discomfort, learn to deal with it, and just grow. Be the awesome human that you are. So yeah, that was all about self-doubt. And yeah, I hope you liked my new background today because I tried something new. I tried to shift it towards the wall, and I hope it looks good enough because anyways, so I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you will learn a little bit more about dealing with self-doubt, and you will be a little bit more okay with having self-doubt. So yeah, that was all about this video. There will be more such things because I am just learning so many things and I cannot wait to share all of them with you. So do come back and stick around, have fun, let's figure things out together, and see you again on Thursday. Bye.